day, gamers! Hello, my name is Wattles, and welcome back to the Minecraft Guide 1.14 Let's Play series hosted by yours truly, me, your guy. So, things look really pretty today in the intro, and that is due to a fancy shader named Sls Shaders. I've been looking around at like new shaders lately, just for fun really, and I've come across this one, and this is maybe the prettiest shader that I have ever seen, like ever in Minecraft. The evenings look great, everything is kind of all like tinted pink and everything. I've used the shader on a few thumbnails now. I think maybe some of you have noticed that, but I had to show it off in the beginning. So I'm gonna sleep, switch it over to the day, and then we'll take a cruise around our area here, and then we'll get into the project. So yeah, little delay, but I think it's a necessary one. So, the world looks so good with the shader. It is, yeah, again, maybe the prettiest shader that I have ever seen. I like how it puts like this kind of, I guess, hazy like overlay on everything. The pyramid that we built last episode looks so cool. The mob farm, the skyline, just everything in general. Even the shadow, the subtle little shadow of my guy flying, like, it looks so cool. Trying to give you some good angles here, show up the shader. Again, it's BSL Shaders. I'll leave a link down in the description for you if you're interested in the shader. But enough of that, and not enough of today's project. I don't have a smooth segue today. I'm sorry, guys. I could say Big and Barker happy, and I'm happier, but I've used that segue like 3 times now, and it's just not working. Today's episode is going to be all about, of all things, daylight sensors. We're going to talk all about these things and how they work, and then we'll be actually doing, I think, our first redstone door of the whole series, which sounds crazy, but yeah, it is the first redstone door. I think for this door, we'll need some emeralds. It's going to go, of course, on none other than the pyramid. Where else would we be putting it? So I need to gather up the supplies. Today is one of those times where I definitely did not get ready before the episode. I just looked at the shader and said, wow, this stuff is pretty, so let me gather up some materials here. Now, today's build is actually going to require sticky pistons as well. So we'll be putting a redstone, like, sticky piston door on our pyramid, and then we'll also be talking about daylight sensors. The focus is probably going to be daylight sensors. We'll talk more about redstone doors, I think, later on in the series, but it definitely doesn't hurt to talk about them a little bit here today. So I think we might as well start with making the pistons that we need. That's a pretty strong spot to start. Then we'll move over into the daylight sensor stuff. But the pistons, where in the world are pistons? I can never find things in this menu. Okay, we have planks, we don't have, we don't have redstone. Okay, let's try that again. Pistons are right here. We need 4 of those for today's build, and then we'll need, I think, probably 4 repeaters and some redstone dust and stuff like that. So if you're building along, get those things. Now, daylight sensor. How do you make one of those? Well, you need 3 nether quartz, 3 glass, and 3 slabs. Any variant will work. Go ahead, throw that in a crafting bench, and boom, you have yourself a fancy brand new daylight sensor. Now, you need to take that daylight sensor over to wherever you are going to build. So, we got that intro out of the way, and we have our materials. Let's move over to the pyramid now, right here, boom, and start talking about the actual project. I have not really done a single thing to this pyramid since the end of last episode. Again, for a refresher, this is where we are keeping our villagers. This will be our town, our trading room, our trading hall, build, whatever you want to call it, trading pyramid. So, I think we should begin with daylight sensors. Now, to really showcase the daylight sensor, we're going to need some redstone and a daylight sensor. We'll move outside into the open air. Daylight sensors have 2 modes. In its current mode, this daylight sensor is going to send a signal during the daytime. That's the time of the day that it is right now, of course. If we flip it over to this mode, then this is the nighttime mode. This is the mode that we will be wanting for our project today, because we will be putting piston doors on our build and having them close at nighttime so the villagers stay safe. So 2 modes here, and depending on your project, you will want to be using either the day or the night mode. Just depends on when you want your signal to be sent out. Now, we'll be using the night mode, and we want our door to turn on right in the evening. That means we're going to need to build a signal out 6 blocks away from our initial daylight sensor, and then place a repeater. Why a repeater? Well, I guess, as we'll see momentarily here, as soon as it gets really dark, this piston will actually be turned on. The repeater is to extend the signal, I guess, to wherever we would need it to go. If we place the repeater closer to here, then the door would close right now, and I guess that would be fine. It is kind of starting to get dark, but that's not what I want. I'd like the door to turn on now, so I have time, I guess, to get in and out. Now, we could really just create a master override to get around this, but I didn't really want to do that. So 6 blocks away from our sensor somewhere, we'll need a repeater, and then we can build our line and whatever we're doing on the other side of that repeater. That's, I think, the basics of the daylight sensor. I think that's everything covered in, I guess, an easy format. So now let's go ahead and work all of that information into our build. So first things first, we need to find a spot for our daylight sensor. Ideally, I'd love to put it right here in this small corner, but the daylight sensor needs to be open to the sky. Blocks above it can affect how it works, so that's not going to work. But we could definitely do something like this spot right here that is, again, entirely open to the sky. So we'll place it down and we'll leave it on that for now, actually. Now we need to get a signal coming out of this daylight sensor, and unfortunately, something like this won't work. It is on daylight mode, so it is sending out a signal. What will work, however, is grabbing our shovel here and digging down below the block and then starting our redstone down there. Of course, I don't want a hole in the wall, so that's kind of what I'm all on about right now. So there we go. We have a signal coming out of the sensor. That's going to work. Now, our door will actually go over here. So switching gears really quick and talking about the door now. Our door will be a 2x2 piston door, and I think it could sit right in this area. Now, how do I want to do it? Maybe this. We'll set the door right on the floor, we'll walk in, and then again, at nighttime, the door will close, and we won't be able to enter. Things inside won't be able to exit, unless we do an override. So let's actually just leave all of this in, because that's permanent. Now, the signal. We need to move the signal all the way over to there, and that's actually pretty easy. We can just do something under the wall right here, so like this, and move it over to, again, over here. Sorry, it's kind of really weird to talk about redstone. It's like, move signal this way, that way, over here, again, do this, that. Yeah, it's just odd. Now, the whole 6 thing. 6 blocks away from our initial start of the signal, we need a repeater. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... and then a repeater would go over here, which I think should be fine, because we can run our signal then immediately over to the left and over to our pistons. Yeah, that should be fine. So repeater will go there, and then at nighttime, the signal will turn on. So there we go. Everything's off now. Now, redstone doors. This is another thing that we actually have not talked about at all in the series, and when I was kind of planning the episode, I was kind of amazed about that. I love redstone doors, but I guess I just haven't done one yet. So, our signal's going to go this way. We'll do our wiring on stone bricks, I guess, at least for now. Probably not the best block around here. I like to use blocks that are definitely different than our normal blocks, but oh well. Now, our sticky pistons will need to be placed, I guess, one out from the actual door. The actual door will be in the middle here. The door will be made out of emerald blocks because villagers love emeralds. Duh, of course. That's just pretty straightforward. We need to power these pistons at nighttime now, so that's actually pretty easy. If we power, I think, this block right here, then I think both pistons should turn on, if I'm right. Let's do a little bit of science here. Am I right? There we go. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right. No, I am not right. Oh, no. You want to know why? Well, this is why, friends. You need to bring your signal over back this way and go right into the back of the piston, like that. So yes, we are right. If we flip this over, both should be off. Yep, bingo, boom, that's good. Okay. So that's how we'll do our wiring on both sides. Unfortunately, I think this is different on the Bedrock edition. Yeah, this is one of those things that doesn't transfer over. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Redstone is just completely different on the different versions of the game, and there's nothing that we can do about that. So now we need to move the signal under the whole door area and over to the other side, which should be pretty easy. I think we could do something like this, just a small bridge, and then we can step back up and go over to, of course, where our signal needs to go. But here we go. This should work amazingly. I think it does. Okay, cool. So now I guess we really just need to wait. Flip this over to the nighttime mode, and whenever the night hits, the door should close. But I need to conceal all this wiring, so I think this can all just cover right back up. Yep, that's fine. And then over here, what would we need to do? We need to cover... Oh, that's going to be a problem. I know how to fix it. So I went ahead and lowered everything so our signal does not get cut off. The repeater is still 6 blocks away. It just steps down one, which is fine. That doesn't change a single thing. So we can cover all of that back up. This spot is going to be a problem as well. We'll lower this by 1, and then we can cover... we can't really cover all that up. But we can put that back, and then I guess we can go here and here. That's fine. We'll just build like a room around this and conceal all of that whenever we do the actual build. So again, now it's time for me to wait, and... yeah, just stand here and wait and watch and make sure this closes at nighttime. How much longer do we have? Not too long. That's not too bad. I guess I'll wait inside where it's safe. And I'll bring my bed inside too. Because it's safe? I don't know. And drum roll, please. Any minute. Doors. Should I stop zooming in and check out the build? By the way, it works, but we have an error on this side. What did I do? Where did I mess it up? Right there, that's where I messed it up. It works, it's perfect, it's amazing, and it's good. Okay, so now we can sleep peacefully and move on. And in the morning, bright and early, the door opens right back up, so that's good. Under the door, we should probably just put some solid blocks like this, because the grass will turn back and forth from like grass to dirt, and that's not going to be cool. So, this daylight sensor can actually be used in other ways as well. Those other ways involve lighting. Now, I'd like to run some lighting along our garden on the pyramid, which should actually be pretty easy, but... that means we need lights that turn on and off. Now, what are lights that turn on and off? Well, that only means one thing. Redstone lamps are the only type of lighting that can be controlled by a redstone out signal, so that's our only option. So where's my glowstone? The glowstone is over here, yeah, and we might have enough. We might actually not have to go to the nether. Let's grab the glowstone and probably a little bit more dust, and... we'll make everything else back over at the build. So we have this big garden that goes all the way around our pyramid, and at nighttime, it is going to get dark. Now sure, the whole pyramid itself is actually a giant spawning area, unfortunately, but the garden is definitely somewhere where I would like mobs to not spawn, so we can actually change that by placing some redstone lamps in the build. Now, the redstone lamps will probably be incorporated along, I think, the base of the pyramid, something like this, and then yeah, at nighttime I'd like them to turn on. So first I need to figure out some sort of spacing. How do I want to do this? Well, we've got a lot of stuff going on over here, so we'll start on the other side of the window, and maybe we start by going, I guess, 3 out there, and then we could go 1, 2, 3. Well, we could go every 2. That's gonna be a lot of lamps though. No. We're gonna go every 4. Every 4 should be better. Yeah, every 4. Okay, gamers, so I figured out the signal. This is the plan. We'll come off of the daylight sensor and go in the opposite direction and go over to a repeater that is 6 blocks away again, so the lights turn on at the same time that the door closes. After the repeater, we'll move our line right underneath, I guess, the outside edge of the pyramid and start a redstone line. When the daylight sensor powers the redstone line will power the block below the lamp. Then the lamp will turn on. Now after that, we need to get a signal out of this block, and unfortunately, a normal redstone wire will not work, so we'll need a lot of repeaters to do this. We'll place a repeater on the other side of the block to pull the signal out, and then continue to send the signal all the way around the base of the pyramid. Now, yes, this is a really complex way of doing it, but it's also going to look really clean. Like, from up here, we will see nothing other than a bunch of lamps on, if I even leave them exposed, so I think it's worth it. But that's a lot of wiring, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and get it all in off camera. I just wanted to explain the whole process, but yep, that is what I am about to do, and it should be easy, but it should take a little while. Okay, I have all of the lighting all wired up. It's a a long line. It goes all the way around this thing, of course, but that's good. It works, and yeah, it should be good. So one final thing that I'd like to get in today so we can kind of be set up for the next episode. The last thing that we definitely need on this pyramid in terms of mechanics and function is the ice road to go over into the pyramid itself. So I think what we want to do is have the ice just kind of continue forwards, and then wherever like the water sign drop thing happens, we'll drop it down maybe like one block, and also turn it. We need to turn it over slightly so we can enter into the pyramid, not on the corner. So maybe like right here would be perfect for entering the pyramid. Then we'll make like a holding room down here where the villagers will kind of wait until we actually assign them a profession up on the top part of the build. So they'll sort of just linger around down low until we actually need them for something. But this is going to be a little tricky to do because I need to not let them out, and I need to figure out the sign stuff too. Because we have water, like, over here already, right? And I think as soon as I open this... Okay, wait. Where's the water going to? Is it going all the way? I can't tell. Where does the water go to? It's definitely below this one. No. No. I think it ends... I think right here. I think this is where the water ends. Okay, so we'll need a sign right here, and then we can do a water source going over this way. Then we'll need a sign right there, and then we'll do a water source going right here, which we can actually place in because we have sides. This water will go all the way over to here. Then we do another sign. Then we'll need another water source on the other side of this thing, and that will move us all the way to the inside of this pyramid, or at least I think it should. Now we need some kind of side on this thing. I was thinking maybe stone bricks, but at the same time that would match the pyramid like identically, and I don't know if I really want that. So maybe we do cobblestone here, and then mossy cobblestone if I have any vines. Well, I definitely have vines. I can go harvest them. Yeah, we'll do mossy cobblestone instead, and then maybe like a glass top. That could be kind of cool. So do I have any sand? I have 4. I'll have to go get the sand. So, yep, that's how we'll finish this whole build up, though. So let me go ahead and just, I guess, get it in again this time. And then I think that'll be good. Oh, and the lights. Oh, no, they're not on. They're not on. Oh, boy, we have an issue over here somewhere, that means. What's the deal here? Oh, I've cut off the signal again. They're all on now, so that's good. I'll just leave that open for now, and that can be covered. Yep, okay, we're good. The lights work. Okay, this next part is either going to go very, very well, and it'll be easy, or, and I think this is probably the more likely thing, this is going to go very poorly, and there might be villagers everywhere after this. So I have this whole water stream going over into the pyramid here. I did, the cobblestone, like I said, and then a little bit of glass so we can see villagers moving in, which is cool. And then on the inside of the pyramid, it might not be the best view right here, but I have basically a small chamber, just where the villagers will kind of wait around, and then when we're ready, next episode, or whenever we do it next, we will, like, make an elevator and make it all work. But Oh boy, villagers, oh, whoops, villagers, go, 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 move to your new house. This one's, yeah, you got it. We got to do the same thing over here, I think, and, here we need a sign. Oh, no, we already have a sign. Okay, okay, I'm ahead of the game. We need water there. Now, move, 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 go. Oh boy, I've messed up. Not that big of a deal though. We can do this. Yep, 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 yep. And what is the issue now? Is the ceiling still a problem? I guess so. Yeah, there we go. That's all moving smooth now. Okay, perfect. So the villagers are being relocated to their brand new home. They love it. Look at the smiles. They're all happy. They're so glad that they're being put to work, and they'll have a beautiful life of trading and fun, and it'll be good. They'll actually have a really good life. No joke, no lie. So that's good. Over here, this is good. Okay, so everything should be working, and we should be good, but I'm wondering, I don't think a zombie could spawn on that block, right? There's a sign there. Just, you know what? We're going to be safe and put some light in here just to make sure. There's no way it could happen now. So there we go. Now we are officially good and done with, I think, today's part of the project. I did go ahead and place some lanterns on this thing. It is a giant spawning trap thing, so we need more light on it somehow. But that's a pretty good, I think, summary of Daylight Sensors and a basic kind of crash course on piston doors and redstone in general. So I think we will leave it at that today. I hope you guys enjoyed this different paced episode. If you'd like to see more redstone episodes, just let me know. But it is that time of the day for the cool fancy special comment of the day. Today's comment is from Ripjaw687, which, by the way, side note, I feel like I remember doing a comment from Ripjaw before. But anyways, the comment: Wattles, do you have the audio from you failing the intros? You could post it on Wattles too. And the comment is about something I said last episode, or I guess it probably would have been like a few episodes ago now, but I do have that audio sometimes. I basically mess up intros a lot, and it's really embarrassing. I don't know. I'm very embarrassed about it, and it would probably never see the light of day. We'll keep just memes and stuff on the second channel and other bonus content. And me failing things, that'll be sent over into the abyss, the void, the delete folder, which we'll never look at that stuff. It's rough. Anyways, I'd like to send a special shout out to Fred Monster today. Thank you for your support, and thank you everybody else for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, leave a comment, leave the notification on, subscribe, Wattles merch down below, links down below, Twitter, Instagram, yeah, you get it. Thanks for watching. My name's Wattles. Goodbye, everyone. Go have a good day.